series' second acts a woman who actually reinvented herself a few times before she found the perfect fit. She was a pioneer in the sports world before she decided to step into fashion. You'll see why.
I quit my job, and then had booked a flight to New York and moved to New York to start from zero. I didn't know anybody. I had paid 2 months rent, had no idea what I was going to do, but I had so many dreams. And it was the best decision I've ever made because it changed my life forever.
You can never say Flor de Maria Rivera is not courageous or decisive.
My dad always told me you have to take chances, right? You have to take chances. If you have it in front of you, you just have to do it. You can't be afraid of anything.
Flor's parents left a comfortable life in Peru to start over in California when Flor and her 2 brothers were teens.
So ever since I remember I was about 6, 7, I knew I wanted to be on TV.
She started her TV career as an intern at the Spanish TV network Telemundo, leveraging her knowledge of sports and soccer to succeed.
I wanted to learn how to edit, I wanted to learn how to produce, I wanted to be a field producer, so I had to learn everything in order to get to where I wanted.
She finally proved herself and became a sports anchor.
Las reacciones no se han hecho esperar.
And then after 6 years, tragedy struck when her beloved dad passed away.
And I quit TV. And everybody thought I was crazy. I was, one of the first Latinas to be a sports anchor in the U.S. But I had to, because when I don't feel it in my heart, if I cannot give you 100 to 100% of whatever I'm doing, I'm just not going to do it.
Flor made a quick pivot as a Major League Soccer publicist, but then she had a fall and injured her back. While sidelined in recovery, she knew another change was coming.
So I think that prepared me for later on, because let's be honest, not only was I in a male-dominated sports, but I was a woman. I was Latina, and then on top of that all, I have an accent. So it's a lot of things that can work against you, but I use it to work for me.
Flor says she finally realized what her dream job would be.
I've always loved fashion, even when I was in sports.
And just like that, she packed up her California life and came to New York.
So my goal was to work in fashion. I had a blog. I started working with brands. I wanted to work with magazines. That was my dream, and I did it.
In her tiny New York apartment, there was one constant: her collection of 500 pairs of shoes.
It didn't even look like an apartment. It looked like a shoe store. I felt something was still missing. And after collecting so many pairs of shoes, I remember I always knew I wanted to start a shoe line.
So she took business courses at Stanford University and studied shoe design in Italy. The result? Her namesake shoe brand, Flor de Maria.
I also wanted to give women to put my shoes on and to feel empowered. Like it changes their whole attitude. I wanted to feel like they can conquer the world. To me, it's more than shoes. Some of them, it would change my whole demeanor as soon as I put them on.
Launched in 2019, 4 months before the pandemic, the shoe line caught the eye of Kylie Jenner, and celebs started walking the red carpets in her high-end stilettos. A huge accomplishment, Flor says, because she invested all her savings and didn't have a plan B.
I changed career 3 times. I started the line in my 40s. So you never take no for an answer. People think it's all glam and beautiful, but being, an entrepreneur, it's long hours, it's non-stop days, but I wouldn't change a thing. It just shows you that if you work extremely hard, if you stay focused, if you stay consistent, if you don't give up, then you can accomplish anything you want.
Flor credits her parents for 100% of her resilience and work ethic, and despite the pandemic, her business has grown 90%.
Wow.
She said, proving that not everyone wants to live in sweatpants.
Although you look great in sweatpants wearing those.
I was just about to say those fitted ones. I like that look.
Sure. All right. That was good.